What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jobbers and Goons, and today we are starting the really close series. Who will win between two characters that, in my opinion, make for a fantastic battle? I've done versus battles for years, hundreds of them, in fact, and sometimes we have blowouts, sometimes we have close ones, but in my opinion, the close ones are a lot more rare. And so I want to celebrate them in their own series because I have the It's Not Even Close series. Let's do a really close and cover absolute bangers. And today we have the Bully of the Earth versus the Protector of the Earth. Homelander from the comics versus Captain Planet and the Planeteers from their comics. Who would win if these two clashed? Before we get into this, smash the like button. 200 plus likes would be absolutely amazing. It gets me in the algorithm and helps my channel grow. So do comments as well. So definitely get active with the comments and let me know who you think would win. But without further ado, I'm going to get into Captain Planet, then we're going to review Homelander, and we're going to talk about who I think would win. And I also want to say something special about this series. Every video, every battle in this series, I'll preface by saying I can see both sides. So if you think the other person wins at the end of the video, I completely understand. That's why this is a really fun discussion. Now let's get into it. First up is Captain Planet. Captain Planet is a being forged by Gaia, the spirit of the Earth. This being comes from the 5 power rings created by Gaia to protect Earth. Each ring controls an element and allows the chosen ones, or the protectors, the Planeteers, to keep Earth safe. The greatest power among them is love itself. The Planeteers, when they are in danger, they can actually come together and combine their powers. The powers become one and are magnified and amped, forging Captain Planet. The rings themselves are useless while Planet is in play, but like I said, he is a combination of all of the powers as well as he's magnified. When all hope for Earth is lost, rest assured the Planeteers and Captain Planet will be there to save it. They even take time out of their missions to lecture the readers. It's actually one of the most fun stories I've ever covered. I did a video on Captain Planet years ago. Definitely go check it out. Now, first section we're going to do for Captain Planet is the Planeteers and their ring scaling, because Captain Planet doesn't just pop out, right? Like, the Planeteers have to be together and summon him, so the battle actually starts with them. So let's go over what they can do before they bring out Captain Planet. Given the chance that Homelander could face the Planeteers at some point, it's also fair that we scale the 5 rings. First, we cover the 4 of the rings, the elemental rings, because one of the rings, the heart ring, we'll cover that last because it's a lot different. The Planeteers are capable of brawling with and holding off forces and machines that can level towns with ease. Earth, the Earth Ring, or Kwame, he has the raw power to neg volcanic eruptions. The other elemental rings scale to each other in AP, of course, not including love, which I mentioned. So town level feats are proven, and stopping volcanic eruptions in their full power, pretty casually too, is no joke. Planeteers also have a degree of telepathic defense, likely due to the emergence of Gaia in their psyche. They also use elements, so typically scaling to them in speed and AP is extreme, right? Like, it's going to be above stuff like guns. They never have issues with guns and bullet timing. This would most likely due to them manipulating things like lightning. Town plus levels of covered toxic smog got one shot by the wind user. The Planeteers also pull off feats like these without training, as the powers kind of come naturally to you. Heart and love is also not an element, like I mentioned before. It is far beyond the others, as it is primal and has limitless possibilities. The others are manipulating things like wind, earth, fire, water, and the variants of those. Love is manipulating something different. Heart has a connection with all life on Earth. She can actually summon life to defend Earth if need be, literally summoning armies of animals from the forest to combat people. Heart can subject you to a battle of wills as well, and make you endure your own hate and blackness of your own soul. She can pretty much reflect it back on you and make you have to deal with that yourself. Heart also has a pretty good range of life and death sense, so she can sense things that are dead, as well as things that are alive all around her, because she's literally connected to all lives on Earth. Heart can launch telepathic and empathic attacks, can contact Gaia whenever, and keeps the Planeteers psychically attached and tethered. Heart can also attack emotions like hate and stop the hate of all life temporarily. Now that we scale and have scaled the Planeteers, let's go into their greatest summoning, their greatest power when they bring it forth, Captain Planet. Captain Planet has zero issues. Ragdolling machines designed to dig through the different layers of Earth. They only tickle him when he combats them. If ever covered in pollution or super dirty, which weakens him, natural elements like water heal him, and sunlight also amps him. Captain Planet has an instant awareness of the threat he is encountering, likely due to Gaia. He also can use lightning and turn himself into elements like lightning at an instant. Captain Planet also has the ability to turn invisible, allowing him to catch foes off guards and get the drop on them. Captain Planet can also instantly fly from anywhere on Earth to out of orbit within moments. On top of this, he can contact Gaia herself whenever he needs tactical guidance on what to do. Captain Planet is powered by nature itself and the power of Gaia, and instantly will arrive from Earth's core if summoned. It is incredibly hard to damage him with any Earth-related element, as he can literally swim through things like fire. Captain Planet can one-hand massive oil tankers while multitasking, showing he also has really good standard strength for those that love it. Captain Planet was also able to go toe-to-toe with the embodiment of the planet's entirety of hate, Captain Pollution. This opposite was meant to bring devastation eventually to all life on Earth, and in terms of raw power, Captain Planet could go toe-to-toe with him. Captain Planet also has complete control of his form, and can become any element to aid him in battle, becoming fluid with his molecular structure if need be. He also has instantly negged a massive lake of toxic algae. Now, the way he went about this is actually pretty crazy. He flew this massive form after elementally sealing it up to orbit, changed its molecular structure, then returned it back to the lake within a couple panels. It's pretty insane to see. Duke Nukem, who already absorbed regular nuclear energy, went directly to the center of Earth for Earth's full radiation to take on the power of Captain Planet. Captain Planet still had no problems dealing with him. Overall, Captain Planet, along with his puppeteers, are incredibly powerful and masters of the elements. Planet himself has consistently ran down on city and town plus threats, and when more serious brawls with beings that can absorb Earth's nuclear radiation, he does fine. His one big weakness is his own moral handcuffs. Planet will never go too far, never will kill or even act in a rough manner. He wants to be happy and good at all times. He is the protector of all life and Earth. Besides the choir boy mentality, look out for Gaia's best weapon and the protector of Earth. With the Planeteers and Captain Planet out the way, let's shift over to the asshole that's fighting them, the legendary Homelander. Now, who is Homelander? Homelander was a fetus injected with a superhero-creating compound. Killing his mother at birth and all the doctors and nurses around him, his origins would be covered up, and the disgusting and secret psychopath Homelander would become the face of America's superheroes. Homelander is a classic Superman ripoff that is evil as shit and serves as the ultimate enforcer of the wealthy and those who hold power. Compared to the first superheroes in the 40s, Homelander is a nuke compared to dynamite. The H-bomb was also allegedly made and strapped to him as a baby in reaction to him being born. That's how powerful he was considered. The reason the nuke to dynamite comparison is interesting is we know tank level and tank busting is insignificant to Homelander level beings. Like the old superheroes were casually tank level, right? But that is millions of times weaker than what regular superheroes of modern day bring to the table. Very few beings in existence can be compared to the seven that Homelander belongs to. Among the few is Stormfront, who scales possibly to some of the seven, and we're going to get into why that scaling is actually pretty important. You see, for reference points, Stormfront could replicate the mass destruction of massive hurricanes and absolutely devastating tidal waves, clearing out areas on different continents for corporations and their greed. This is important because natural disaster level beings literally get backhanded by the likes of Homelander. We've literally seen him bitch them. Like, it's pretty bad. As a baby up till teens, it was reasoned only a point-blank hydrogen bomb could even stop Homelander from murdering everyone. Even still, it's only speculated it would work. Beings at scale 2 and above Stormfront got embarrassed trying to hurt Homelander. The Queen even broke her sword trying to cut his head as he effortlessly stood there. He was also able to tag and somewhat damage a much advanced version of himself, Black Noir. This shows when enraged, he can scale a bit above his pay grade, as Black Noir was literally made to be better than him at everything, and was strictly designed to hunt and kill Homelander. Also, this brings up his legendary laser vision that he was using. His senses are so extreme that he can figure out emotions and the intent of people around him instantly. Kind of just deduces it and goes about it. Homelander is a terrible person, a petri dish gone wrong. But he also has shown levels of deception, the absolute exploitation of his insane senses, and pretty good tactics. He also has structured high-level assaults and raids against top-tier military and defenses, showing he is more than capable of battlefield tactics that are extreme. Homelander also had an absolute war with Black Noir, who is superior in all ways and was made to literally kill Homelander. Still, he matched all his flight, strength, and laser vision, and heavily damaged Noir before finally going down. In conclusion, Homelander was born of Stormfront's DNA to be much superior with the compound. He was subjected to a process and a life that made him crazy and turned him into a true bully of the earth. His power was incredible, as his flight, strength, laser vision, X-ray vision, and senses combined to make a grueling brawler. From his birth, he was one of the most powerful to exist. But can the ultimate bully defeat the ultimate good guy? Let's get into this battle. First of all, if you have not hit the like button already, I would really appreciate it if you do so. I had a lot of fun making this video and scripting it. By the way, if you're interested in my Very Close series, in my public Discord, I am posting my video scripts and scans for this series. So you can join now and see this video script and all the scans I used. So you have the information for yourself if you love these characters. Now, getting back on track. How do I see this very close battle going? If the Planeteers were forced to confront Homelander, who is helping corporations litter and destroy the Earth, how would it go? Well, this is fascinating to me because technically, on paper, Captain Planet holds most of the advantages. Captain Planet himself, as the projection, would and should be Homelander's physical superior, not by a crazy deal, but he, in my opinion, has safer speed scaling. On top of this, his ability to control his molecular structure and change into other things, even turn invisible, can be problematic for Homelander. But here's where things get spicy to me. Morals, right? 1. Planeteers have to start off the 5 kids, and it's very obvious by how they operate that the 5 rings bring forth Captain Planet. They also don't do anything when Captain Planet is fighting. Homelander, as much of a jackass as he is, as much as I've made fun of him on my channel throughout the years, Homelander's a monster, right? He's a legit psychopath. He's cunning. And he would see the 5 ring users. If he doesn't get the drop on them early, and there are weird hacks from like Mati that can essentially soul and mind hacks him, and I'm not sure how effective it would be, right? Because it essentially reverses the blackness of your soul and like your evil intent and makes you face that. I don't think he would really care about He's crazy. Like I don't think Homelander would be put down by that by any means. However, it would be something that could possibly hold him off until all 5 rings come together. But even still, he would know that the 5 rings produce Captain Planet. So even if the brawl isn't going amazing for him, Captain Planet doesn't kill. Doesn't even like the main. So a Homelander has the advantage of being an absolute lunatic and trying to put the kids down. What I honestly think would happen is Homelander would start losing in that brawl with Captain Planet, get desperate, and find a way to start attacking the kids, which means just attacking the kids. He's gonna kill one of them. And then Captain Planet's gone. And unless Gaia steps in and produces a new protector immediately, they're not bringing forth Captain Planet. So at that point, I actually favor Homelander. Highest of difficulties. I do think Captain Planet can beat him up, and if like you plugged your controller into Captain Planet, you would win. But you would also be trying to kill Homelander. Captain Planet would never do that. The only Planeteer that really gets active in the trenches, honestly, is Wheeler. Wheeler with the fire would actually try to cook Homelander a lot. I don't think he'd be able to, but he would try. But yeah, despite them having a lot of advantages, though not by a crazy degree of advantage, I still see the Planeteers and Captain Planet, due to the moral handcuffs, failing to stop Homelander. I see Homelander taking this high difficulty. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. What did you think of this very close matchup? What battles do you guys think are very close? Let me know. And anyways, it's been your boy Jobbers and Goons, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.